Hi, I'm John. My dad and I love motorbikes. However, we never got to ride together, and in 2020, I lost Dad to cancer. I was devastated and lost my way a little. That wasn't until I had a great idea. I would take the memory of my dad on a motorcycle journey around the coast of Great Britain, and whilst doing it, I would raise money for the hospice that looked after my dad. So here's my journey. Just me, myself, and my dad. Here's what happened. Okay, I'm trying to get all packed up, but there are midges everywhere. I don't know if you can see them, but there are thousands, actually millions of the little everywhere. This isn't the camping experience I wanted. I'll see you on the road in a bit. Okay, so the time is 8:30. I might also not camp tomorrow because I have not enjoyed these midges. Heavy dew here as well. So I might actually consider having a B&B tonight until I get back to the mainland, because I don't know, it's just heavy dew here. I had to pack away a sopping wet tent. It was quite cold last night, so it's going to get organised and we'll hit the road. Okay, let's go. Haven't left anything behind. Oh, yep, my stand, my puck. Hehe. Might need that. Let's go. It was really noisy here. People opening and closing their doors for fun on their cars till about 10:30. Just opening, closing, opening, closing, opening, closing. Don't know what's wrong with people. I'm a bit grumpy this morning. Very grumpy. I didn't sleep very well, which is a shame because I was really tired and I thought I would sleep well here, because look at it. Beautiful place, but basically it was just very noisy. And then this morning I started making coffee probably about 7 o'clock in the morning, really early, and it was all fine, very cold but beautiful. And then out of nowhere about 7:30, just a swarm of midges, and seriously I feel like they're in my eyes, in my ears. I feel like they're everywhere. I feel like they're in my very soul. Little bastards. What is even the point of them? Oh, I'm so grumpy. I think this ride will make me feel better. Oh, getting some fresh air as well. Yeah, getting a bit sweaty and irritable there, so this is good. Way, look at this straight away. Oh, I think it's going to be a good day. Right, let's see if we can ditch this caravan and we'll make some nice progress this morning. Something that just occurred to me as well, that I haven't ditched the caravan by the way, but something that just occurred to me is that, isn't it amazing that you know, I've got this little 125cc bike, this little capacity motorbike. I've only got a bag and a top box and this little thing, and I've got all my gear for 19 days on here. I mean, sure, I'm not living 5-star or anything, but isn't that amazing that you can just pack up all your gear and just take it with you like this? I just feel like I've got the damn midges in me still. Ugh. Get out of the sunshine, it's really cold. You know, I have noticed my gearbox on this bike is doing some weird things. I don't know if it's the gearbox or if it's me, but I'm really struggling after a long bit of riding to find third, second and first. Like, it takes a lot of clutching and out for the gears to engage. It's only every now and then. I would wager it'll be at the end of this ride, because I'm doing 30 odd miles on the go without going down to those lower gears. So yeah, I've noticed it's doing that. And also every now and then it's kind of popping out of like 5th gear, and I don't know if that's because it's popping out of 5th gear or if it's because I'm not selecting the gear properly. Also, I don't know if you heard that, but going down to 3rd or 4th, it makes a bit of a whining noise. I was going to say I'll keep an eye on it. There's pretty much nothing I can do about it. I'm miles away from home, or miles away from anything, so I'm just going to keep riding and just be sympathetic to the bike if I can be. But the thing is, I'm riding a 125. You can't really ride this sort of bike sympathetically. It hasn't got the power to sort of take it easy. You've just got to nail it everywhere, which is quite exhausting, but it's quite good fun. But it must be tough on the machine, so I don't know. Hopefully it will keep going. But yeah, I've just noticed the last couple of days these little gremlins. But other than that, the bike's going really well, so that's good. Hopefully she hangs on in there. You're doing well, mighty VanVan. This isn't just a coffee shop run, is it? This is quite something else. Everyone I talk to, especially the GS crowd, I met those nice German people at the chip stop yesterday, and yeah, they turned around and said, you're a hero for doing it on that bike. And well, thank you very much, I happen to agree. But yeah, this bike's not really designed for this, but it doesn't matter, I'm going to do it anyway. It's all part of the challenge. It's the reason why hopefully you guys are donating hundreds and hundreds and thousands and millions of pounds. Yes! Do you know, it's weird, I've been saying, because I've taken 3 weeks off work to do this, so I've pretty much used all my holiday up, and this is by far and away the most expensive holiday I've ever had, because of all the stuff I've had to buy for the trip. And as I've been saying to people, it's not even a holiday, you know, it's more like a challenge. Just past a sign. There's quite a few of these in Scotland. I don't know if we'll be able to see it down there. Just caught quick glimpse. It was a sea farm. So, oh, there's some up there. So I think there you go. I think there was salmon in there. So this is where your Scottish salmon comes from. I still haven't had any salmon on this trip. I'm sure I will. I've got a few hotels coming up, so I can treat myself to something yummy. I think there might be a shameless photo opportunity up here. Plus I need to send a message to my mum and my girlfriend, because I haven't spoken to them today or sent them a message, so let them know I'm okay. Off-road. Oh, my fuel light's just come on. After only 101 miles. Crazy. Wow. Okay, hey guys, So I've been in this most incredible of locations for a little while now, and just look at this place. It's just wow, what a place. But I've been really productive. So I managed to contact my mum and girlfriend, let them know I'm okay and alive. Told them all about my horrible experience with midges yesterday. C'est la vie. But I've also filled up the bike with my jerry can just to get me the next few miles. There is a fuel station. I did some Googling. Good reception here, by the way. There is a fuel station about 16 miles away, which is great. Lots of bikes out today. Lots of Triumphs. Magnifique. But no, it's fuel station 16 miles that way, which is really good news. I've also managed to find a B&B in Portree, which is where I'm staying tonight. I just don't want to do all the midges again with camping. It was just, well, let's not beat around the bush. It was complete bullshit, wasn't it? So that's good. What else to say? Oh, and there was a lovely old couple. I don't know if they'll ever even see this, but they pulled up and they are just saying what a lovely day it is and asked me if I'm on my journey, and told them what I was doing. And so Joan and John, they sponsored me £10. They gave me a £10 note, which is really lovely. So that was Joan and John. Actually, there was another guy, John, at John O'Groats as well. I don't think I've mentioned you yet. So John, if you watch this, you're a motorcyclist. I think you're on a Triumph Tiger. You sponsored me a tenner as well at John O'Groats, so thank you to you too. You know, people's generosity is really wonderful, so that'll all go to the pot. Links in the description below, by the way, on how you can donate to my Just Giving page. A little plug there. But with that, I've been here for way too long. It's now gone 10 o'clock, so time to hit the road and make some serious miles. Let's get to Portree. I don't really see a need to do many more stops now. I think really it's just about getting to where I need to be today. But the roads here don't disappoint, so I'm sure there'll be plenty to talk about on the way. Okay guys, let's hit the road. Hello darkness, my old friend. There we go, find another camper van. Yay! My brother-in-law has just got a 30th anniversary Honda Fireblade. This is the exact sort of corner you want that bike for. Of course, everything else on the North Coast 500, he would have killed himself ages ago, because that thing is a weapon. But that corner, oh yeah, and possibly this one, and this one, yep. Imagine that, tucked round, a bit too fast for me, but it is nonetheless a beautiful bike. I'm very pleased for him that he's got it. I'm sure he'll have lots of fun. I hope he gets to keep it forever. So it's a nice thing to have in the garage. What? Beautiful old little tractors. Now this is interesting. My beeline says keep still, some things about the gyro. Well, I'm not going to keep it still because I'm riding. But basically I'm just following this road, so it should be easy enough. Any signs of the North Coast 500 really. Okay, so I've just pulled over. There we go. 45 minutes sorted. How strange. I think it just lost its bearings. Maybe the constant jiggling about or something. It seems to be okay now, so 4.5 miles left on this road, so let's go. And what a beautiful road it is. Oh, look at all this. And it smells wonderful. You smell these trees. Tell you what, this is a hell of a hill. Bike's struggling up here. Oh yeah, paradise. Ah, bikes behind me. Much faster bikes than me. Oh, proper bikes. Well, we're talking about proper bikes. Mighty VanVan is a proper bike. Might nip in and let these boys go when it's safe to do so. The chaps. Do you know, it's remarkable the difference in speed, or just that little bit of extra power and confidence they have in the corners as well. And then when the road goes upwards, they don't have to change gear, they're just like, yeah, whatever. I think the whole point of doing this trip on the mighty VanVan is that it's a challenge, but you probably get sick of me saying it now. It is a challenge, it is difficult, it's not easy on a small capacity bike. I certainly feel like I deserve to be here doing this trip on this bike. I think that's the thing about motorbikes generally though, it's very different to when you do a journey in a car. So when you do your journey in a car, you know, you just get in, set your air conditioning, set your radio. It can still be fatiguing, and it depends on the type of car you've got as well, but you know, generally you're out of the elements and stuff. Whereas when you're on a motorcycle, it is a lot more physical. You are outside, you're outside in the scenery. So yeah, it's almost like, look at that. It's almost like when you actually arrive somewhere, you really deserve to be there, you know, because you really worked for it. Okay, this is a town. I wonder if they do sandwiches. Because this boy is hungry. Food, food, food. Can you see any food? Hello, food. Have you got some food for me? Food for John. Hello, where's some food for me? Have you got food for John? No? Okay, we go onwards. Camper van, you got food for John? No? Oh, what is that cafe? Is it open? Closed. Aww. Spa, do I want spa? Bistro, closed. Why is everything closed? Am I going to have to get a spa sandwich? I mean, I will if I have to, but... This place? Is that got food for John? Bed and breakfast, no. Restaurant. Well, it's closed. Everything's closed. There's no food for John. Ah. Oh. Oh. Food for John? Food for John. They have food for John. They'll be out shortly. So just had lunch here at the Lochcarron Hotel, which is great. Got myself a nice the 500 sticker. There's a VanVan. Don't see many of those. Beautiful bikes. What brilliant taste that man has. So I'm just literally going to go around the corner here and fill up at this Gleaner fuel station. I've only done 66 miles, but fuel around here is a bit weird, isn't it? We just don't seem to find fuel stations when we need them, so let's just go and put some fuel in anyway. I'll be back. Okay, so I just managed to put in a little bit of fuel, which is good. So that should get me all the way to Skye. So apparently I've only got about about 58 miles, let's call it 60 miles left to do today. So pretty cash these last couple of days. I'm really enjoying not having to do the big miles, because the beginning of this trip it was a bit stressful, wasn't it? Mind you, if it was pouring down with rain on these roads, I dare say it would be darn stressful too. Let me just sort my gloves out here. The ones that are impossible to get on and off. So even though it's really warm right now, when we get into the slightly more mountainous areas with the shade, the temperature really does drop. It does get chilly, so this is definitely the right choice of glove rather than my summer gloves, which I'll probably switch to when we get back to England. But at the moment I'll have these ones, thank you very much. Okay, lovely. Check this out. I think there's a wasp in my helmet. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I think I got away with that. Oh, glad that didn't sting me. I saw it coming and then I didn't feel it leave, and then I put my hand up here and I kind of felt this keeping the visor closed from now on. So glad that didn't sting me. Oh. Look at this place. Lovely. I must say there's a very handsome bridge coming up. Yay, a bridge! Very cool. Oh, I can smell the seaweed. Beautiful. That's part one, that's just the hors d'oeuvre. And now for the main course. Oh, steep. Ah, beauty, look at this. Wow. Wow. This is a very impressive bridge. And I believe that puts us on the Isle of Skye, I think. It must do. Everything's definitely changed since we got onto Skye. Just the landscape a little bit, the houses, just the general vibe. There seems to be more going on here. This road, it just looks like a normal, well-used road. Quite residential. Lots more traffic. I mean, I've got more traffic around me right now than I've had, well, probably 2 or 3 days. So yeah, Skye, I guess, is a lot more inhabited than other parts of the North Coast 500. Actually, I don't think this is the North Coast 500. I don't think it comes to Skye. But all nice Ferraris. Nice. Oh, that's a Land Cobra. Who cares about the Porsche MG? Nice. Oh, that MG. That smells like an old British car. The smell of imminent failure. So back there in that last town was a turning, and there was a very famous distillery that it's advertised on that direction. But to find out which one, you'll have to wait for the next episode. For me it's tomorrow, but for you it's the next episode. Welcome to Portree. And that's the end of day 7, just like that. So I've been on the road for 1 whole week now, which is really quite something. And yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed the last 2 days, I have to say. This area of Scotland, kind of ever since I left John O'Groats, really, all the way down to here in the Isle of Skye, and I should think just a few more miles south as well. Absolutely incredible. Yeah, it's like a dream. It really is. It really does feel like I'm on holiday or something. Really lovely. But yeah, I mean, the day didn't start great today, did it? It was crazy. It seemed like there were millions and millions of these little midges. The camera probably didn't even pick them up when I was moaning about it. They're so small. I think they were even coming through the mesh fly netting in my tent. That's how small these midges were. And the thing is, they go into your eyes, they go up your nose, they go in your ears, they're just everywhere, and it's just horrible. And they freak me out anyway. I hate flies and bugs. And also, to be honest, my night's sleep was terrible. I mean, that was a beautiful campsite, but yeah, I don't understand it. There was people just slamming car doors. I honestly have no idea why. And then obviously this morning was a super heavy dew, and it was cold. I really have learned that camping in certainly the north of Scotland in September it's not for the faint of heart. And I think if you're doing it with a small tent with only a few bits and bobs, I think, dare I say, I made a mistake. I don't think it should be done. It's just my opinion. I'm not enjoying the camping up here, let's put it like that. Whereas when my day 1 at Clacton-on-Sea, I thoroughly enjoyed my camping. But also this morning, because it was such a hard dew everywhere as well, it was the water was leaking through my tent. I got a wet head. This head. You naughty people. But yeah, so all in all, it was kind of a miserable camping experience, really, which is such a shame because it was the most beautiful campsite I've ever seen, achingly beautiful. But yeah, there we go. That's life, isn't it? Right. So with that, let's switch perspective and see where I went today. Okay, guys. So I started all the way up here at Ardmair Point, which was great, and straight away I kind of came through Ullapool down here. I followed this lock down, and then I kind of came back on myself all the way up here to this little thing here, which was Little Loch Broom. That's right. And that right there was the place that I stopped and filled up with extra fuel and stuff. Oh wow, that was beautiful. I spent ages there. I took loads of vanity shots. I was a bit vain there. But then I followed the path up here. I missed out all this bit because there's no roads there. And then I kept following the path around again, no roads up here. And then again all the way down to this place, Kinlochwy. That's a great name. When I got there, I kind of came back around here to Upper Loch Torrington, and then from there it kind of made this sort of shape down like this, all past Loch Carron, which is here. And this is actually where I kind of went up and had lunch, and then I came all the way back again along the train tracks past Plockington there, and then down here then is the Skye Bridge. From there I've come up into Skye, which is great. Come down like this, come back up and back up, and then I've pretty much made a straight line up to Portree, which is here. There we go. And the sum of that day was 168 miles. So I do have a bit of a problem though. I need to make some space in my top box, and the only way I can really think of doing that is by finishing off that Glenmorangie I've got in there. Because I need to make some space because I'm going to see another distillery tomorrow. So yeah, maybe I need to get rid of this Glenmorangie. But you know, points for whoever guesses where I'm going tomorrow. Put it in the comments section below if you think you know. But yeah, with that, I think I'm gonna polish off this bottle, and very small bottle though. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you really loved it, subscribe. And guys, stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Cheerio.